Do you know that scanning electron microscopy images must support XRD analysis, X-ray diffraction analysis? If they both support each other, so our results are true and valid. If they do not support each other, this means that our results are not true, not valid. Another important thing, when you do SEM analysis, tell the operator that they must take all images at the same magnification. This is very, very important because in most of the cases, reviewer raise question that this is the control SEM images and this is the bromide dope perovskite and this is the iodide dope perovskite. If you take magnification 1 micron, here if you take 500 nanometer, so they raise question that why you do not take at the same magnification. So tell the operator, if you are taking by your own the SEM images, so always take all images at the same magnifications, right? So let's get started. This is very, very important. So here we can see that we have three samples. The first one is basically the pristine or pure perovskite, mean there is no additional thing. The second B figure shows the bromide quantum dots added to the perovskite, and we can see that how the surface morphology changes. And in the third case, we doped iodide quantum dots in perovskite, and we can see that the morphology significantly enhanced. How we know? We know from one thing here, from grain size. This is a clear grain size here. In SEM terminologies, we call this grain size. So we can see that the grain sizes increases significantly when we doped, when we added this bromide quantum dots in the perovskite material. And similarly, iodide enhance the crystallinity or the surface morphology a lot. So from these three SEM images, I can clearly calculate or deduce now that this iodide base is more crystalline. It will give me high XRD peaks. And let's see the XRD peaks. This is the XRD peak, XRD analysis for these three samples. So this red one is basically for the control, mean when there is a pure perovskite, there is no additional thing. So we can see that this main peak 001 plane, so the peak is not higher as compared to the other two. When we add bromide here to the perovskite, so we can see that the intensity increase here. This intensity basically means, this simply means that the grain size increases, the material become more crystalline. The high intensity means the material is more crystalline, more intense peaks shows more crystallinity. So when we add bromide into the perovskite, so clearly the peak increases, but there is also one additional thing. The additional thing is this small peak, it's somehow at 12 point some degree, 12 point some degree, this peak disappear. So this is another great information from the XRD plot. Very, very good information. That this peak disappear and this peak is unwanted peak in perovskite. Unwanted peak. Because we are not interested in this peak, lead diodide. So from SEM analysis, I don't know whether the lead iodide is there or not, but in this case, it is there. How I know? I know from XRD analysis. Very, very important characterization. Now, when I I added bromide quantum dots into the perovskite material, so that peak disappear. So I can clearly claim now that in this sample there is no lead iodide, right? And additionally, the peak increases here. You see here. Now let's come to the iodide quantum dots for this sample, C sample. So we can clearly see that the same function done by this iodide like the bromide, because there is no additional peak. So that means that there is no additional peak here. That peak has been removed, but the intensity further increased. So this means that this large intensity basically sees that the grain sizes increases here, and we can see here this is a very small area, but still we can see that the grain size increases significantly. This is how scanning electron microscopy and XRD analysis support each other. They must support each other. Scanning electron microscopy basically provide the surface morphology. We can clearly see surface morphology, whether the surface is smooth, rough, whether it is made from cube, whether it is made from spheres, uh, tubes, nanorods, nanofiber, etc. Whether the surface is uniformly covered, coverage is there, or there is a holes, pinholes, etc. And the grain size is whether the small grain size in large size, and similarly we will also know the thickness, the film thickness, right? And from XRD we can clearly see that the improve the crystallinity of the film effectively because of this bromide and iodide. The crystallinity of the film, which film? The perovskite film, significantly improved. How do we know? We know from peaks. Uniform peaks, the peak intensity increases, right? And secondly, if we also use the full width half maxima, so what do you think? Which one will have smaller full width half maxima? This is a question for you. Okay, so the smaller full width half maxima mean the larger the grain size. Yeah, I think this one should be. Yeah, okay. And it also shows that the preferential direction of grain growth along this. So in this particular direction basically the grain grows a lot here. So this is how we relate scanning electron microscopy and XRD analysis. This data I took from this important paper here, the Liu et al. Published in Nanomicro later under the license CC 4.0. Yeah, this is okay. This is the link. So thanks for watching, and please support my channel, like my videos, and share with your colleagues.